Alrighty guys, welcome to yet another episode of my Let's Play of the full version of the Crew, and in this episode we're going to be doing a Perf Spec variant of the Alfa Romeo 8C Competizione. And this one actually surprised me. This spec actually surprised me a lot, because it reminded me a lot of Need for Speed World because of the style of this body kit. Because Need for Speed World, there was actually a Alfa Romeo 8C Best in Class edition, and it looked basically exactly like this, which kind of questions to me why the developer of this game actually did that in this game, because that's a Need for Speed exclusive car, I guess you could say. Need for Speed World exclusive car. But then again, I don't know. I guess you couldn't say it looks exactly like it. It looks pretty close to it, especially when I do the carbon fiber hood, which you'll see. So this is actually the first one I do a carbon fiber hood on this car. From the back you actually do see it looks exactly like the Best in Class edition, because it's got the little black portion between the taillights. The carbon fiber black portion between the taillights. In fact, I will probably even put up a picture of the Best in Class edition of the Alfa Romeo 8C Competizione in Need for Speed World. So yeah, I decided to go with the stock side skirts. Actually, that's a pretty big side skirt when I did that. Mirrors, I'm going to keep them carbon black because it fits in with the carbon theme, which is on the roof. So, yeah. And the hood, I decided to go with a stock hood. That's carbon fiber because it actually fits in very nicely with the theme of this car. All carbon fiber down the middle of the car. And so, and of course, I actually do paint the rest of the front portion of the nose black. Buy some metallic paint, because the black paint that comes with the Alfa Romeo 8C doesn't really match up with the carbon fiber all that much. It's kind of just slightly lighter than the black carbon fiber on the car, and it just kind of looked a little odd that way. So yeah, I just found a metallic color paint that looked basically exactly identical to the yellow paint that I have on my car right now. And the bumpers, I'm just looking through the bumpers once again. These bumpers are kind of cool, but I do love the stock version of the bumper. The stock version is the best. Like, not love. What am I talking about? But yeah. And of course I also go take a drifting and stuff later on. Now we're gonna go to the HQ to get rid of those ugly wheels that are on the side of the car. And the headlights still act like normal. Then again, it's a stock bumper. So they will also, this is actually not entirely a stock bumper on this car. It actually has carbon fiber background. The shrouding around the headlight, the shrouding of the headlights is actually carbon fiber, not just black painted black plastic or whatever. And so I'm just taking a look at what this would look like. And it looks pretty legit if you paint it black, which I'm going to do right now. And there's Plastic Jack coming online. So now we're back in there as soon as I bought some paint from the thing. I did not want to bore you guys by going to back to the Perf Spec dealer and buying the paint again. And see, it looks pretty legit. It looks pretty legit like that from a distance. And in the HQ it looks pretty legit. And I do like this car a lot. It does have a very nice style to it. I will show you a picture probably right about now to show you what the best in class variant of the Alfa Romeo 8C looks like in Need for Speed World. So yeah, now we're gonna go snow drifting, which is pretty nice. And it's a pretty nice interior, I forgot to mention. Actually, did not change the interior color. I think I had a beige color on my circuit spec variant of the Alfa Romeo 8C, and I'm not doing terribly good. Because this is actually, when you tune this car with level 40 bronze parts, the car is actually still pretty heavy. It's a pretty heavy car, and I just got an achievement for drifting around. But anyway, yeah, it's a pretty heavy car still. It's about stock weight. And if you put a level 50 platinum weight reduction on this thing, and actually the weight significantly decreases with this car. It becomes a lot more responsive, becomes a lot more driftier because of its oversteer, because of the oversteer that it has and stuff like that. And so yeah, this is a pretty good drifting car as well. I mean, I still can't get over the fact of how cool this thing looks. I mean, it has a spoiler on the back. I'm not a big fan of spoilers, but I actually like the spoiler on this one. This car has a pretty nice spoiler on the back. And because I actually liked the Alfa Romeo 8C Best in Class Edition in Need for Speed World, I actually really wanted that thing. And never got a chance to get it, but whatever. I guess you get what you get. Whatever. I don't really care anymore about Need for Speed World. So yeah, not doing terribly well with drifting, like I said. I'm not the best drifter in this game in terms of snow drifting. But if I have a fully maxed out car with level 50 weight reduction, then it becomes a little easier for me to drift in this game. And you can see the color is still slightly off on that little front portion underneath the carbon fiber hood. It is slightly off, but even so, it still looks basically spot on. And now we're going for another round of snow drifting, or power sliding, as the trolls would say. So you trolls should shut the F up. So yeah, this is kind of the only way you could really drift in this game, using full assistance mode. I only use full assistance mode because of the fact that it reduces the wheel spin on the cars. There's like basically no wheel spin, and there's no chance. Well, there is wheel spin, but it won't cause you to spin out. But if you use sports steering, then there's a good chance you'll spin out when you activate nitrous, because nitrous causes a lot of wheel spin in this game. Quite a bit, quite a lot, in fact, and that's kind of realistic, in a sense. But not for circuit cars, because the circuit cars actually have pretty grippy tires, and they should not have as much wheel spin as they do in this game. But yeah, I just love this car. This has got to be my new favorite car now in this game, and I just totally failed there. And here, actually, I believe I actually got stuck on the guardrail, and if I tried backing up, in fact, and nothing helped. So I just respawned myself back to the road because nothing seemed to help getting me off that guardrail except that. So yeah, having quite a lot of fun with this car. I actually do love this car. Like I said multiple times already in this video. But yeah, actually, if you want to see if you want to compare this car to the Best in Class Edition of Need for Speed World, I'll put a link down below for the Alfa Romeo 8C. Competizione and Need for Speed World, and you can compare the Best in Class Edition, the pictures of the Best in Class Edition to that of this one. Just imagine this one in red, and you'll basically have a Best in Class Edition, minus all the stickers on the Need for Speed World's Best in Class Edition variant. But even so, like I said, it's basically exact. So, yeah, I'm basically done with this run. I went through the Toge course and stuff like that, and I'm just going to finish up with this last corner, just do a little more drifting through this last corner, and I guess that's it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, give it a like, and I will also maybe consider showing some more customization of certain cars in this game. So, yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next episode, which is, I don't know what it will be, so goodbye.